Hey, what's up guys? This is Mark and I have a new tutorial for you guys today. So it's gonna be pretty interesting, I think. So what I am going to be showing you is how I cheat basically when I do heads. So this is not something I've been doing for a long time. I've just finished this pack like a couple days ago actually, so it's brand new, and I thought you guys might be interested. So I will show you right away. As you can see here in the corner, these are like new brushes that I created, and if you can see what those are, they're heads. So if I make it a little bit bigger. So yeah, there are a bunch of heads in different angles. So it took me a while to draw all these things, but it's super useful. Every time I start drawing, I'll go. You always go to do the same thing. Where you go, you start with the sphere, and then you add the little thing here, the jaw, and then you draw the your reference points and all this stuff. And it takes time, and depending on the angle, this can be a little bit harder, a little bit more challenging, and if I want to do something really quick, let's say I'm working on something and I have like a deadline or something, I will use something like that instead from now on. So let's try something. Let's try a head in a position that's a little bit unusual, maybe. So yeah, something like this one. So no, you're looking at it from the bottom. So in this case, if I had a character, or if I want to do a character, you can start with the head, and you can just add the rest of the stuff. Add the traps, and then you build that character out. Or if you had a character already built and you're not happy with the head, or it's not working, the angle is not right, or maybe you had the character looking down before, and you want him to go, you want him to look up now, whatever. What I would do is I would start with something like this. I made the facial features a little bit lighter, so that we can kind of erase them right when I'm going to start, because those are not meant to stay. They're just kind of like guidelines on where to place the things, and kind of like the angles that they should be at. So but yeah, like the things like the ears, those are always kind of annoying to do, and they're pretty simple, but it's always the same thing. It's like repetitive. So by having this done for me already, I can like right away go into the fun stuff. So what I like to do when I start is erase kind of like the main features, and then deform the head a little bit to make it different. In this case, it's my own brushes, my own drawing. So I don't feel like I'm cheating too much, because it's my own stuff. I made it. But if you were to get this, for example, this is what I would recommend. So you kind of like modify the things around, make the jaw bigger, whatever. All right, there we go. So now we have a character that's slightly different, and then yeah, and then you can just make the features your own. So if you want them to have a nose that goes like this instead, I know where all the features are, so I can just use that as a point of reference, and then kind of just deform everything else to make it fit into what I want. Maybe he's mad, this one. And as you go, you just erase what's there already. But as you can see, the angle is all right. I don't have to change any of that. And you can get stuff really, really quickly like this. Alright, so you get the idea, and of course right now I'm drawing a male because the base was kind of a male. But what's cool with this is that you can pretty much do anything with it. So I'm just gonna add hair to this guy. He looks a little bit more finished. I'm gonna draw a female using using the same heads. So the idea that I have for this pack is to kind of make it available to you guys so that you can grab it for pretty cheap, and then I will be adding more content to it. So I'll probably do like female faces at some point, you know, even though you can use the male faces for now pretty easily, as I'll show you. Yeah, I'll probably do like just female heads in different angles, maybe like a little bit more stylized, and maybe bodies or like, you know, different haircuts to go with the different angles. So yeah, I'm kind of like I'm experimenting with this, so I don't know exactly how much I can push it or how much it's, you know, it'll be worth it, but definitely, you know, you guys let me know if you end up picking this up. So I'll put this up on my store probably for like a few bucks, like nothing crazy. And what's good with this is that you get it at this price now, and you can you know, benefit basically from all the updates afterwards, because I will probably be raising the price as this becomes a little bit more complex as I, you know, invest more time in this. Yeah, there we go. So have one character done. So we'll start with this, and then let's do a female character. So I'm gonna start with the same, let's try the same angle, so looking down like this, and I will do a female version instead. So I'm gonna go again, do the Lookify pass, and for female what I like to do is kind of just squish the heads vertically a little bit more to make the overall shape a little bit rounder, kind of like more like a ball. Soften out the jaw. Alright, then I can start with this, before, after. Alright, and we can make the eyes a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. So as you can see, I'm starting from the same base. I'm going to erase all these details. Arch of the nose is a little bit too strong, so I'm going to erase most of that. Change that line here, make it a little bit more rounder, softer. Make the jaw a little bit pointier. Alright, and now, you know, I can still see the hints for all the features that were there. I can use those. Alright, and then yeah, really quickly you get something like this. So, you know, it's not amazing. I could spend a lot more time on this, but you know, I saved a lot of time. And for me, you know, since especially for me in my case, since I'm not doing art for work anymore, it's purely a hobby now. This really removes the boring parts for me. So, you know, like drawing the kind of like the skeleton for the head and all this stuff, you know, it was fun at first, and it's very useful to keep doing it if you're starting. If you can't do this, really easily, but after a while it just becomes kind of annoying to do it. So I've yeah, I found a way to kind of, you know, remove that that pain from my workflow. I hope that you guys thought this was interesting. As I said, you know, this is going to be available right here, so you can get it. You know, you can get this brush set with all the different angles that I have right now. So this is the current, you know, the current set that I have, and as I said, I will be adding more stuff to this. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to know what you guys think would be useful to add to the set. If you think, you know, if you can think of like shortcuts or like things that I haven't, you know, mentioned at all, maybe, I don't know, you know, you guys tell me. Basically, I can add anything to this. So yeah, guys, that's it for today's tutorial slash demonstration. So I will be making a video at some point in the near future on how to actually make those heads, on how to actually draw them. So no, if you know this kind of stuff doesn't interest you, if you'd rather be able to draw them, which I highly recommend actually, yeah, so I'll be doing a video on that a little bit later. I don't know when exactly, because that stuff is pretty time consuming, and I'm still not sure how I'm gonna kind of set up the whole tutorial. But yeah, so this should be interesting. It will be coming in the near future. But for now, if you're looking to save some time, yeah, just go ahead and grab those brushes. All right, talk to you later, guys.